Hello and welcome back to the GorillaBiker, and today we're here with Chunkeymitt, also known as Aidan, and he is a very lucky boy. He's getting to ride the Magna. Do you feel blessed, Aidan?
Huh?
Do you feel blessed?
Absolutely.
Good. Look, I've already said it, but I'm going to say it again for the purposes of the viewers. If you drop this bike, I will be forced to kill you until you're dead. Okay? Good.
Yeah, I'm not nervous at all.
So yeah, we're just doing a quick bike swap. This is not a review or anything like that. I might try rob this bike off you in the future for review. We're just gonna go for a quick spin. Got out to clear the heads and see how this is. I've been wanting to ride this since you bought it, really. So let's see how it goes when we're out on the road. There is a rear camera that will be watching Aidan right there. So hopefully that stays on the bike. And yeah, we'll maybe stop over at Burnchurch.
Yeah, sounds good.
Perfecto. So yeah, let's see how we get on with this beast. I hope I fit nicely now. I hope I fit nicely. So this is pretty exciting, not gonna lie. I've wanted to try a Blackbird for a long time, and I test rode this for Aidan. Oh, hip. Why hip? Let go. Oh my god. There is a ridiculous amount of power in this thing. Oh no. And I'm ruined. I want one. Oh, the brakes are pretty good. I thought when I sat on the bike first, I thought the brakes felt squishy, but they're actually quite good, which is nice. Wing mirrors need adjusting, but they're not mine, so I'm not going to. Oh yeah, this bike is smooth like silk, which is nice. I'm not gonna lie. Look, this is a bike that I nearly went to buy one when I bought the CBF, because it's a bike that's kind of known to be bigger for bigger gentle people, which so far it is quite comfortable. And you know, it's a bike that I've been interested in to try due to that for a long time. So I'm really delighted that someone I know bought one and let me ride it. I know one or two people with these bikes, but I've never actually gotten to, you know, borrow one off them to have a spin on. But it's so far super comfy, and it's one thing that I always did have in the back of my head, that would I regret not test riding one properly before I bought the CBF, which currently the answer is no. Like I love my CBF to you know, a lot, but I've never ridden one of these properly, so it could be a case that I do regret it. I'm hoping not, but you never know. Maybe I'll ride this now for 10 minutes and be like, I made a mistake. Alright, so we're coming up to a straight here, and I'm just going to open this thing up from third gear just to see where we go. Obviously I won't be showing you the dashboard for that particular moment in time. Here we go. Oh my word! Holy shit! Oh, I love bikes so much. That is crazy smooth. It's not even trying. Oh, yes. Oh my god. Oh, that's addictive. I want one. Woohoo! Oh, this bike is too much fun. It's too much fun. Here's the thing, right? As someone who rides bikes quite a lot, I'm very easily amused. All you really need to supply me with is, you know, a throttle, decent brakes. You know, it's nice to be able to stop, and something that just when you press go, it goes, and this it certainly goes. And I'm really actually quite surprised at the brakes, because they felt squishy. I still think they need a bleed, to be honest. You know, turning and all is lovely on this. Just going through these two corners here now, because I know the surface is clean on them. But that is, Yeah, like, I mean, this bike just suits my size very well. I'm actually so comfy up on it. I think I'm gonna have to buy one of these in the future. And I know I say that about a lot of bikes, but this one is one that I'm sitting on, and my hips and everything else are in actually a very comfortable neutral position. So to all people out there, if you want a big fast machine, one of these, and I still am yet to try a Hayabusa properly, but one of these, you know, if you can't get a Hayabusa, you can't go wrong with one of these, because this is lovely. You know, if I was to drop this up to Motormax suspension, get the suspension done up, and yes, that is a definite plug for my friend, you know, I think this could be even better for someone my size. And like, it's a Honda, you know what I mean? I know myself and Grant, when we swapped bikes there recently, said the same thing. It's you know, it's a Honda. Honda's a Honda, and this, you know, all the controls are in the right place. The dash is easy to see. There's nothing unexpected there, and this thing is just ridiculous. I know for a fact if I was to lean back in the seat and put on the power, it would be nice. It would definitely lift that wheel anyway, that's for sure. And I would say you'd loop this bike out quite easy, because it's so powerful. But you know, like, this is just a short spin, a very short spin. I don't know, maybe we'll go past Burnchurch, I'll see, because we covered that distance faster than I expected. But you know, with a lot of these bikes, you know, I can harp on about this, that and the other, but the fact is, this is really comfy, and I think they're a good looking bike, definitely. And it's so smooth. Do you know what surprises me? I know I've obviously read forums about this, but it's that power delivery. And I'm not even getting up into the power band. It's my first ever time riding this thing, but it's just how smooth it is when you get on the power. It's like, oh, you want power? Here you go. Here it is, all of it, in one nice big smooth thing. It's not aggressive. It's like what I imagine the Hayabusa to be, the new one, because everyone's described it as just butter smooth. This is butter smooth, and you don't need any more than 3 gears in it realistically on the road, which is moderately hilarious. Now let's stop in here and have a quick chat, see will we go any further. I'm going to suggest we do. I want to see what Aidan thinks. Well, are you having fun? Yeah, you having fun?
That thing's good crack.
What do you think of the brakes and stuff?
The brakes are shit.
Yeah.
They're so wooden.
But it does stop.
Like, yeah, with a bit of encouragement it does, but...
Yeah, no, you do have to fairly wrench on it, yeah.
There's just no feel whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, you press them.
You see, it's an old 2-piston axial, so it's just... But it does stop.
Yeah.
What do you think of the go in it though?
Yeah, like,
it's fun, isn't it?
Hold on, sorry. Cardo's talking to me.
Oh yeah, curse away, no bother. Yeah. I'm joking. Thanks, more bleeps.
Yeah, there's way more than I thought. Like, a few times, obviously you weren't giving it full throttle, but like, there's a few times you took off and I was like, oh yeah. And yeah, it moves like, what, like, what
isn't it the sound?
What surprised me, to be honest, is just like, I've never ridden nothing with that kind of riding position, like sitting back.
Yeah.
Like, when I put my feet up in it first, it felt so weird. It felt like I don't know, it felt wrong. Like, I've only ever sat on a bike.
Yeah.
It, like, so that was different. It was a bit like...
What you would have is, if you got on a bike like this that had forward controls, that's weird. That takes a while to get used to, because mid controls are actually not so different from like a sports bike. You're still kind of, you know, you're sitting in this position.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
If you lean forward, whereas on forwards you're like a taco.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you don't have, like, these are buckhorns. A lot of people hate these. I think they're comfy, and obviously they're original. So
it's comfy as absolutely.
It is very comfy.
I'm not mad on these.
I hate them.
Yeah, they're rotten.
I hate them.
Yeah, they're rotten.
The reason these went on, did you ever see when I bought this bike originally?
don't think so.
It had these little like flame mirrors.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I didn't like them, and they also just kind of unwound themselves. So there's one on the road somewhere because I was going along and it migrated away. So I bought these because they were literally available in the shop.
You get like them like old school round ones, just round.
Yeah.
You know the ones, they'd be nice. Well, their mirrors are basically useless anyway. But like,
well, they vibrate so much anyway. So
I was looking through that, and it's literally just like.
Yeah. If you want to ever see behind you, put your finger on it.
Yeah.
That's literally the only way to do it. This. Oh my god! It's like I was nowhere near wide open throttle, and like it's like, oh, here, you want some power? Here you go.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you just have it now.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Like
it's completely crazy.
Yeah.
It's just from like nothing. It just pulls the whole way.
To be honest, it's just.
You don't need more than third gear.
No, and
ever.
But I find the issue is like. It encourages you to go fast because like you're just sitting there cruising at what you think is like a perfectly reasonable cruising speed.
Yeah.
And you look down and you'd lose your license.
And it's not a perfectly reasonable cruising speed.
but like but what I'm saying is it doesn't feel like you're doing that. You're not doing it on purpose. It's just so smooth, like it's just planted on the road. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna have to rob this off you and do a proper review on it if that's okay.
Yeah, dude, it's good crack.
I like they take me several hours, but I would love it, and I'll bring it back with a full tank of fuel for you.
You find it slippy though. What I find is anytime I open it up, I'm like sliding off that.
You see, I'm tall enough that I was actually here.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm in the right place, but I do know what you mean, because yes, I did.
You can't grip that. That's like.
So well, tank grips would work like.
Yeah.
The only thing is this either needs adjustment or bleeding, because it's like there's brakes there. It's just squishy.
It's mushy. It's mushy. That's why I was gonna say, like, I'm one to be complaining about your wooden brakes. They don't feel great either. But like when you do give them a good tug, they're.
You see, I usually use 1 or 2 fingers, and like that, I'm hitting my knuckles. So that was weird.
Yeah, but you see, actually no, my hands are about the same size as yours.
yeah, you fat hands. Look, he's tiny, but actually, come back here, stand beside me. So this is the fella who owns this bike, and we're I'll lean a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of where we are. That's on YouTube forever now. But yeah, no, like, to be honest, I think if I rode this more, I still kind of I think I said before, when I went to buy the CBF, it was between one of these and a CBF, and it was just the CBF came up with all the touring luggage and stuff. I test rode it obviously in Franklin, and it just made sense, so I bought it. But this was always a bike that I was kind of like, should I have bought this? Because,
well, to be honest, we'll see, because I'm going to put top box on it. I might put side box. I'll probably just stick with the top box, and I'm probably gonna do some 2 up and do it with touring. So I know that's why you got the CBF.
Yeah.
So this, obviously, it's not as comfy, I'll tell you that. From ride this for 45 minutes and you feel it in your hips, like the pegs are pretty high.
Okay.
I know a load of people put bar risers on this. I don't think I'm gonna need to, because I'm not doing massive distances. But
I was actually surprised, because you know I have my hip thing.
Yeah.
Like there was no, like, literally when I got on it first, but that's because I had to lift my leg up. It pinched there, but as soon as I got my leg in position, I was very comfy the whole way. Now, obviously not on it very long.
Yeah.
But still, like, I would be surprised if at any point I was like, oh, this is really uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's only after a while, and again, it's not like comfortable, because the seat's comfy and like the tank. So you just rest your chest on the tank, like, you know what I mean?
Well, I don't think I could do that, but yeah, fair enough.
Well,
I'd have to do the old elbow and chin.
Lie across the leg, yeah. I'll rest my chest against the tank anyway. Like, I can barely stand up on this bike. I'm literally on my tippy toes.
So Aidan thinks I'm going to give this bike back soon. Yeah, no, I'm not yet. No. That's not a good deal. Actually, there's a question for anyone watching. Do you own one of these, and have you ever had to use 6th gear for any reason, like sensible reason at all? Or were you just like on the autobahn or something? Because I genuinely can't see a functional purpose for 6th gear. I really can't. I honestly, like, I wonder, is there a huge difference in fuel efficiency if you do it? And these are all questions. If you own one of these, I am genuinely interested to know the answer to. You know, is it something that, you know, is a known thing about them that there is a good range? Like, if you just sit in 6th at like 2,000 revs, does the engine like that? Is it fuel efficient? You know, let me know. I have questions. And also let me know if you own one of these, do you ever plan on selling it? Because I feel this is one of those bikes that a person would bond with, just because that power is, you know, it's crazy addictive. I like it. I like it a lot, which is unsurprising. If anyone knows me, and you know, the likes of muscle cruisers and stuff, they're kind of my thing. I like sports bikes. I like muscle cruisers. I like silly bikes. I like bikes that, you know, when you do this, they make you smile. And this is one of those, you know, like, this is a teleportation device. It's a road legal teleportation device, and now we're stuck behind this person. So my teleportation device will not be working. I don't know why they're like pulled out to the middle of the road. They're probably on the phone. I don't like when people go on the phone, but you know, such is life. Even now, right, I know I'm stuck behind a van and this is boring, but even now, just sitting here at 3,500 revs, the engine is so smooth. I think that's it. I think it's just, it's such a refined bike. I don't know, is this a bike I'd put a loud exhaust on, because this nearly strikes me as like, you know, like one of the old films where there's a finely dressed gentleman, like in Django actually. It reminds me of Django. You know, looks like a finely dressed gentleman on the outside, but carries a massive shotgun underneath his jacket. This is that bike. I think this bike is Django. I think he needs to call it Django. Well, ask him, does he have a name for it yet? Now, light's fading fast, so I'm going to finish this video up very soon, because obviously there's no point in you looking at a video that you can't really see in. And you know, my GoPros and stuff are not set up for low light at the moment. And also, this is known as the most dangerous time of day here, which is I think it's called twilight, or you know, dusk or whatever, because it's that time of day when lights don't really work and people don't really see it. So it's not a good time to be out hooning around on a bike in any case. So we'll go down to a spot that I actually did a video on really recently. Pull in there, and we well, not that I stopped there in the Q&A video, and we'll maybe stop around there and swap bikes back and go home. But let me know, do you think that this type of bike would suit me? I think it would. I think there's one of these, because these are really affordable. I can't remember what Aidan spent on his, and it's not really my place to say, so I'll ask him afterwards. If he wants to tell us, he'll tell us. But you know, it's a bike that I can see myself owning, because they're still affordable. They have a huge following, like a huge cult following, which means there's going to be parts available for them for a long time, which, to be honest, is a huge thing for me going into the future, because obviously, you know, with bikes that are getting nipped in the bud because they're internal combustion, you know, something that has a cult following is what manufacturers are going to keep making parts for. I'd love to try it now on a nice dry clear day, but I just out of corners from like no revs, this thing just leaps forward. I absolutely love it. Yeah, okay, I want one. Yeah, I won't lie. Actually, do you mind telling the people of the internet, how much did you pay for this?
How much did I pay? 2,400. 2,400.
So for €2,400, you can have this thing that the engines are like, they're known to last forever on. There's nothing on it, man. It's only 41,000 kilometers.
41,000 kilometers.
Like 2,400. So even say you went out and bought one like this for 3,000, that is an absolute steal.
Yeah.
Like,
you wouldn't think it's a bike so old. Like, it's a 99. It's nearly as old as I am. Like, it's crazy. And
you wouldn't notice it because it's in perfect condition. The engine is so smooth.
Oh, unreal.
I was trying to figure it out, and I think that's what did it for me. Is, you know, wow, so rude. Trying to record a video here. Anyway, I was literally riding along. I was like, what is it that feels different about this? And it's just the engine is so smooth underneath you.
It's effortless. Like, there's just.
That's it. That's the word. Yeah.
You know what? It doesn't matter what gear you're in either. Like, you just ask for power and you just have it. Like, and what feels like infinite amounts of power as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for Irish roads, it pretty much is infinite amounts of power.
Yeah. Well,
when are you ever going to top that thing out on Irish roads?
It's good on roads like this, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely.
On little tight country roads, it's actually grand.
And the funny thing is, like, you know, oftentimes with bikes like this, you're like, oh no, you could use more of the power if you re-geared or whatever. You don't need to.
No, like, look, you could.
You could.
You could if you wanted to, but fuck that.
I don't think you need to, because it's just going to end up pulling wheelies everywhere. So look, that's it. If you own one of these, let me know in the comments. Do you ever plan on selling it? Do you love it? Let me know your thoughts on your Blackbird. Let me know, do you want to buy one if you don't own one? And as always, a very special thank you to all of my patrons. Very much appreciate all of the support, and until next time, thank you very much for watching. Adios. Aidan, you're getting to give the outro crew the question, and yes, I'm putting you on the spot, so ask the outro crew question.
Ask the outro crew question?
Yeah. Ooh.
I don't know. What colour would you like Michael to paint his track bike? You know?
I don't have a track bike.
You do have a track bike.
I don't have a track
fairings. You're going to need to put some stickers on them and paint them.
Fair enough. There's the question. There's the question. You have it now.
Also, your outro crew will realise, just like I have, you now refer to the Gixxer as your track bike.
Yeah, but it's going back in road fairings, so...
I'm sure it is.
It is. It's going to be on the road by the end of the month. Anyway, bye outro crew.